Bramastra. It's behind the scenes with the creator. I'm going to check it out. Paulie here, back on the Latino Slant. How is everyone doing in YouTube Landia? International people, what I would love for you guys to do is subscribe to my channel. I mean, we're talking almost 70% of you guys have not. I don't know why. We've been dancing, dating, courting, if you will, for so many months. So let's tie the knot. Let's do this. Let's make it a reality. Hit that subscribe. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to react and check out Bramastra Beginnings. This is actually in English with the creator of the movies, and his name is Ayan Mukerji, I believe the director, right? Now, this is going to be a trilogy. It's a 3-part film. The first part is coming out in September. So there is a lot riding on this production, on these actors and all that stuff. Part 1 is a story of Shiva, a young man and our protagonist who is on the brink of an epic love with a girl named Isha. Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it at that. And let's just get right into this video of the creator talking about the film. I saw like 2 seconds and then I stopped because I really wanted to watch this together with you guys. Okay, so let's do this. 2016. So, oh, that's cute. That's cool. So they're playing with movement and effects, and now 2022, the full effects. I get it. Yeah. Very cool. Off a cliff, out into the skyline and all that. Bramastra, the beginnings. Here we go.
The journey of Bramastra began in 2011 on a writing trip in Shimla. My first feature film had released at that point, and I was working on the script of my second movie. I have always felt a very powerful energy, a strong spirituality in our mountains. And I truly believe that it is from the energy of the Himalayas that the vision of Bramastra was.
I love that. I've always felt a connection with the energy of our mountains. I get it. You know, where we're from, I feel the energy of our ocean, of our deserts, of our landscapes when you get outside of the city, and it's great to reconnect with nature. What a nice and you know, if you're a creative person, that is great inspiration for creativity.
From the start, that vision was to create a very new, amazing kind of world for our Indian audiences with Bramastra. A truly cinematic spectacle unlike anything that had been created out of the Indian film industry before. A mystical, epic movie trilogy.
Well, there it is right there. There's a trilogy. Here, let me just go back a little bit. A mystical, epic trilogy for Indian audiences. I mean, that's just so tight. That's so amazing. Part 1 Shiva, Part 2 question mark, Part 3 question mark. Okay, we'll leave it at that. The trilogy.
Made up of images that could only be created with the most modern technology, but a film whose soul was deeply inspired by our ancient Indian roots, our culture, our spirituality.
I love it.
Even in its earliest form, Bramastra was a ridiculously ambitious idea. Nothing like it had ever been created out of India.
I like that he says that, because he's like, look, even I know how ridiculously ambitious this is. I mean, if you're shooting for the stars, you gotta shoot all the way. If you're this filmmaker and want to do, you gotta go all the way. I love this guy's ambition.
There was no roadmap of how to do what I wanted to do. I realized very early that the visual effects and the scale of movie I was imagining was totally out of reach, beyond the limits of where technology and film budgets were capped at in India.
Nice to see these behind the scenes.
But I always believed that if I somehow managed to overcome these challenges, And if I got the film right, that Brahmastra would be a truly pioneering and groundbreaking film. A film that our country
Pioneering
would
and
feel proud of.
groundbreaking that our country film proud of. Let me just say this, which is one thing I envy about the Indian audiences and the Indian identity. When do you hear about American filmmakers talking about, in their films, American ideals, principles, lore, without some backlash or without them getting painted as some political this, political that? I mean, this is refreshing, and again, I'm envious of you guys, because that would be wonderful to have some sort of unifying American. I mean, Top Gun, yes and no, but you want. Yeah, I think you guys know where I'm coming from. Let's go back to this.
And now when Brahmastra releases, I will be 39. I could never have imagined that 10 years of my life would be spent solely in pursuing the vision of Bramastra.
Years of his life.
But
3
I truly
films, though.
believe that all this time and energy was needed to create a truly high quality, once in a lifetime experience
Good for you,
for
man.
our audiences with Bramastra.
Incredible. In September comes India's most ambitious film, Bramastra. Okay, that was it. My thing, and look, I like hearing from the creators, from the directors, and I actually on this channel interview directors, musicians, and it's great to see where they're coming from with their creative vision, with their soul. I think now he's put the gauntlet down. This ambitious director, he's calling it India's most ambitious piece. I think the more you hype it up, the more you have to deliver. That's my only caution there. It's like, oh, how about taper some expectations? But on the other hand, Homeboy is very, very how do you call it? He's very confident and sure of his work, and that can't be denied. And I really appreciate that. All right, everybody, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Check us out. Indian cinema playlist is right there. Subscribe right here, and I'll talk to you soon. Wherever you're at, mi gente, keep your slant fuerte.